Bronx Man Rich coming at y'all with another video. Y'all ready to know the vibes? Salute to the battle rap community. Let's recap this Ill Will versus Swamp. This was the first battle of the night that I'm recapping. This was a great battle. A good back and forth. Even though Swamp said he was going to retire, I'm happy he didn't, because this right here is the best battle. You're going to have to compete with this battle. This battle was fire. Listen, it goes on Ill Will. He goes first. Had a Jaden Ivey bar, for those that know, the basketball player that spoke out, you know, speaking on his beliefs, his religious belief. He had a current event bar. Ill Will, very charismatic, stage presence, knows how to cater to the crowd. It was a good round, very good round. You know, Ill comes with attachments. That was fire. Good round. Like, Ill Will, he did his thing in this first round, but Swamp first round, oh man, listen, Swamp comes in, and you already know he a vet, man. Like, you got to give Swamp respect. He comes in, he had this diabetes bar, blood on a stick, sugar free, William Shakespeare's. Yo, listen, they told me to get a grip, so I got a gun. I'm giving Swamp the first round. I like Swamp first round. You feel what I'm saying? Swamp came and matched that energy. He matched Ill Will energy. So I'm definitely giving Swamp the first round. It's a debatable first round, but I'm giving it to Swamp. Debatable first, but I'm giving it to Swamp because Ill Will, like I said, he did his thing. Second round on Ill Will. Ill Will had a bar. Studying Swamp. Ecosystem. Only thing I want to do is hit Myrtle Beach. You know, he's catering to the crowd. Ill Will, a veteran, knows what he's doing. He knows they in Charlotte. So he has those type of bars. You feel me? To have the crowd going. Smart. Pardon me. Smart by Ill Will. Very smart. So that second round versus Swamp second round, this is another debatable. That's what I'm saying. Like, they was really going back and forth. Swamp had some stuff, you feel me? You know, he started with some Ill Will bars, you feel me? It was alright. Control the Will, Tesla. But this was fire. And this goes on to the beginning of the third round. So Swamp in that second round, he said, I could show you 6 obituaries, and we only in month 4. Fire. You know how Swamp does his thing. You know, but that second round is debatable. I'm giving it to Ill Will, but that second round is debatable. Alright? You could go one. Yo, listen. First, second, and second round, debatable. But I got it 1-1 to the third. And remember when I told you about that obituary, what Swamp said? Ill Will rebutted that at the beginning of the third. Yo, Ill Will said, damn, 6 obituaries and we only in month 4? Here's the 7th. Oh my God, yo, Ill Will with these rebuttals. Yo, listen, man, that what makes Ill Will dangerous. That makes him dangerous when he can rebuttal like that and it be a haymaker. Starting off his third round with that type of energy. So you know it's gonna be a long round for Swamp when Ill Will starts like this, and it kinda was. You feel what I'm saying? The clip hanging looked like Natalie Nunn's face. He had a touchstone pitches bar. Fire by Ill Will in that third round. Very tough to beat. But guess what? Swamp really turned up in that third too. He turned up in the third, but there's one thing that he did that caught me off guard. Now, don't get me wrong, Ill Will, it looked like he might have choked in one of his rounds, but you know, he kept it going. Now Swamp, on the other hand, he starts his third round very good, very dope, does his thing, but then he has this mishap where he's like, yo, I messed up. He's telling the crowd he messed up, and then he checks his phone. I don't think he read any bars off the phone, but he just checks his phone and he's like, I messed up, walks around in circles, and then finishes round. So it wasn't like it was part of the performance. So it's like you choked, but it was like a weird choke. Like, he's telling everybody he messed up, but then he got it back and he kept it going. Swamp said, I put everything in the house to become a household name. Then he had a Drewski and Erica bar, a tricycle, moved. Yo, listen. Because of that mishap, I'm gonna give Ill Will that third round. I'm giving Ill Will this battle. This was a dope battle, a good back and forth between both MCs. I'm giving both MCs a lot of credit. I'm slightly edging Ill Will. And that's because Swamp had that weird choke in that third round. Because other than that, Swamp did his thing all 3 rounds. You feel me? This was a good back and forth, a great way to start this event, man. But I'm giving Ill Will the second and the third, and I'm giving Swamp the first, but it's all debatable.